Alright, get another one going, and this time, how about a Nimzo-Larsen? And taking is completely fine, but I want to keep some tension. And look at that. Last game we had a bird, now we got a little bit of a bird extension here. Another colors reverse Dutch situation. And I've seen this type of idea used before, so I'm going to go ahead and ask, do you want to double those pawns? You don't. You want me to double the pawns. Okay, I'll oblige. Not sure of the best way to go here, so let's put the question to that. And we'll start maneuvering a bit. Weaknesses. I love it. Okay. I feel like he definitely should have taken with the F pawn. I was prepared to just have an equal position if he did that. He's got to worry about D5. Something, mate along the long diagonal could potentially be a problem for him. Let's stay flexible. Make him think. Okay. Should definitely be worrying about D5 now. I feel like B6 should have played bishop F8, so if queen C3 he had bishop G7. Bishop needed to relocate in order to protect the king. Now it's starting to look like a pretty rough situation. Hard to say best way to try to handle this. F6 maybe. After D5, bishop E7. Yeah. But I'm not gonna be in a hurry here. Does that stop anything? Okay. I'll just take the sure thing passed pawn. We like those. Do that. If he wants to double, we're going to do it on these sort of terms. Yeah, he's giving me time for counterplay now. I don't recommend that. Now your pawn structure is also messed up. I'm the one who gets the open file if I so choose. I have a protected passed pawn forever. This is going to be a technical win. Yeah, that would be a mistake. Just asking. Alright, let's mosey on over here. Do 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 do. As the good people over at the Chess Bros say, got the dad bod shuffle going on where this king is nasty. My boy's going for a walk. Well, that was fun. It's always nice to see the king at his finest. They say in Endgames he's worth 4. That was a very, very pleasing king walk or dad bod shuffle, if you will. All right. So I wasn't pleased with how I played the opening with the d4 stuff. But I couldn't come up with a constructive plan, and it's blitz. All right, I got what I wanted here, but now knight d4, going back, is better. c4. I don't know. I wouldn't consider messing with the pawn structure that way. If you say so. All right. Yeah, it didn't like d4 at all. He did help a lot, but f takes e4 is the way to go. And I was considering trying to play f5, so maybe knight takes d7 or queen g4 immediately. Queen g4 is a strong candidate move. c4 as well. So I guess, either way, g4 immediately makes a ton of sense, because that's trying to open files for later. Go king h1, rook g1. But when I saw that this was going to be a possibility, I like that idea. c5. Huh. The idea being that you got clearance and you have 2 threats now. Very nice. Very, very nice, this move c5. I did not consider it at all. That would be... That's a classy move. c5. Dirty. Absolutely dirty. That's a great white to play and win tactic. c5. Beautiful move. And as soon as I get this in balance with a protected pass pawn forever, I know all I have to do is trade down and I win, which we'll see the rest of the game here. The only thing that could generate counterplay for black is g5, an attack on my king, so I would love to beat him to the punch. And I didn't want to capture here because it's encouraging him to go all out with an attack, and his queen is currently covering g4. So this is a wait and see position. And waiting definitely helped my cause here, as I was able to make sure that since these pawns are now doubled, there is no break for black. I don't have to worry about him potentially moving my pawns to get a passer. This is just over. And a little bit of shuffling, because again, there is no hurry. I'm just testing, probing the position. And now he made his king worse and out of the game. So, as we saw in the game, we've got a pretty clear plan here. I want my king to potentially break. And if he doesn't, see what happens. And I'm able to get this error out of my opponent because now he cannot control those key squares. And you can see the eval just changed dramatically, where there's really no way to stop this. If you play a6 to try to keep me out, I'm playing b4. And I'm going to get in. And rook g5, well, yeah, you can't even play that. Rook d8 will waste a move. Can I not just get in, though, now? Pawn takes, rook g1. Rook g1 immediately makes more sense for flexibility purposes. And a4, a5, I'm going to take, undermine, and I've got open files on the queen side. Once my rook gets more active, we start pushing the passer and win. But a5 showed a very nice way to make the king a monster. As the game ends, this rook has nowhere great to go to as the pawn is queening. So a very satisfying finish with the king walk.